Hey guys, Dr. Prometheus here. Welcome back to some more of our road to the league. And I kind of referred back to last episode, but we didn't always refer back to it. I actually have to close game in the background because I'm too far ahead. So yeah, so we actually avoided relegation. So we did the thing. It was good. It came down to the last day. I was a mess, to be honest. In the summer transfer window, still not feeling the greatest, so sciences are a bit all over the place, so I went ahead and recorded this again. So we're going to start with the end of season review and kind of give you an idea of what will be going on. So let us do this. So end of season review for 2034-2035. Our arrivals, Lucao came in, was fantastic. We didn't have to pay for anything. It was great. Bruno comes in. We have a possible sale for him. He played fantastic for us. Casito, why it was good. Jill Linton was just someone we needed to bring in because I felt like we weren't doing good at keeper. We need to address this. Also, we're going to address that. Victor Babatunde actually played in 23 appearances, started 4 or 5 goals, 1 assist. At 19 years old, he could grow into something. Carasso, on loan, he was actually pretty good. 48 appearances, 1 goal, no assist. Okay in the average rating, but we were assaulted a lot on defense, which is going to be why we change up a couple of things for next season. Guerrero, playing up in that position, was actually pretty good. Victor Flores. O'Neill, I thought, came in, played well. We have this fee for him that's 18.5. Yeah, I tried to sell him. Maybe we'll sell him later on in the transfer window. I don't know. McKendry was okay. And Sahan didn't actually see anything. So the transfers out. Our big one, James Usman, was 525. We had one for time of pitches 215, and then Dylan Geiger's 400. I mean, nothing crazy. In our loans out, we got a couple of good fees, 14K here, but nothing particularly big. The results, we avoided relegation by 4 points. Yeah, we need to be a lot better. James Garnett was our top goal scorer. We're knocked out in the FA Cup quickly by Wolves, which is not great. And then Carabao Cup, yeah, we laid a goose egg. Yeah. Our goal of the season, Bruno in the 51st minute. Here it is. Bruno, ooh, that one bounced off the post. A good set piece shot. Okay, I see it. Even though he's not going to be taking one. These are kind of all messed up because I had to reload a save. Hopefully in the future we don't have to worry about that. This is not the formation we'll be playing. And yeah, James Garnett's the fan player of the season and the young player signing of the season, Babatunde. Goal of the season, we saw that. Top goal scorer was Garnett with 14 goals. Bruno had 10 assists. Man of the match was Garnett. I mean, you see here, Garnett is still putting it down, and we have better players. Yeah, that's going to be an issue as we go through. So this is what we started with, 1.2 million. We have ability to go up to 5.1 in this. Obviously, we'll see how jacked this is because I certainly didn't go with this the entire time. So we saw these 2 loans last season. Our transfers out. I went with David Walsh. He goes to Kilmarnock for 350K. Jamie Jones to Oldham Athletic for 100. And Jamie Watts to Burton Albion for 13. We have actually made more money this season, and you'll see why. So let's go with the transfers out. Scott Strachan out on loan to Kidderminster Harriers. Schumacher went to Derry City. I did not see this. I thought he was ultimately going to be our backup defensive midfielder, but I did not see that he already had an agreement, and I kind of missed that. So, yeah. Going to Bracknell hit on loan. Reese Harvey tried to sell him, couldn't sell him. He goes on loan to Mansfield Town for 10.5. Pedro Guerrero had that release clause. We had 5 bids. 4 of them were loans back. The only one that was not was one that was outside of the vision, and luckily we didn't get completely screwed. Nottingham Forest loaned it back. I thought he didn't. Okay, yeah, he's here. Nick Griffiths going to Burton Albion for 71k, and then Giovanni going to Rochdale for 8.75, could go up to an escalation clauses of a 26. The transfers in. Jordan Lake coming in from Brackman Rovers on a free. We're going to be training him to play on the left side as a defensive player, and I think he could grow into pretty much being a standard at this point, but I think we just needed another player next to Jose, because the comparison with him and Jose, while they're both decent at defending, Jordan Lake has a little bit more aerial, more vision, a little bit better, and it was just, even though it was a free, I think he's a bit better, especially in some of the physicals, but balance is not up there for Jordan Lake, but should be fine. Arnell from Norwich City on a free. Comes in, he's going to be a guy that plays up top and a little bit maybe an advanced playmaker if we flip it around a little bit. But he is going to be a guy that comes in, getting some starts, play a little bit on the bench. Kind of see he is a squad player at this point. Actually, he's an important player. How he kind of matches up with guys like Bruno that are still on, they're just different players. Bruno, a little bit better in the technical. Arnell's better in the mentals. He's 26 compared to Bruno's 20 years old. And a little bit different out on the physical. So, I mean, ultimately, they're just different types of players as opposed to one being better than the other. Jack Lint coming in from Crusaders. This is our keeper for this season. He is up to the standard. I mean, I needed to do something. It just was not working out last season. We had to do it. How he kind of compares, he's better. All pretty much in every way besides a little bit in the physical and a little bit in the mental. And then how he looks better with Jolinton at this point, I think not as eccentric, but better at aerial. Not as physical, not as mental, but communication is better. I feel like we could get something a bit better from here. We'll have to see. Jesus Cabo, Linares, I'm probably mispronouncing that. 8K. And he is going to be playing a little bit of defense, a little bit of DM if we have some injuries. This man is going to come in and give us some good minutes. Elitu Atli Meta, Swedish. And this man, again, defense. We just need to show up, get some better talent on the team, and hey, he was there for only 28k. Couple loans. Emmen Zanelli from Copenhagen comes in for 230,000 in his fee. This man's going to come in, and I'm going to see if he can dominate at the top. We don't have a transfer clause for him, I don't think. He's going to be playing on the right. He does have a minimum fee release clause, but well, it's a couple years out. Maybe we can do it. And here's that Pedro Guerrero loan, which will be with us for this season. How it shakes out before we get into our first, the preview and our first 2 games, is just how we're going to play. Guerrero's going to be an anchor in the back with O'Neal being a box-to-box. They're going to shore up the middle of the field and connect the guys, obviously defense, and the attacking bit. Lake will be on the left, a wing back. Atlee and Kobo will be in the middle, and then Kazito will be on the right on defense with, obviously, Wentz and keeper. Bruno will be out left with Zanelli on the right, with Orel in the middle with Lucao. We were able to extend Bruno, Lucao. I actually was surprised in a way Foreign. This is no expiration on this. So if he does well at this level, maybe we can buy him. And then Bruno as well. We had just had the jacket up another million. So if we end up getting a promotion, we could buy them and go into next league with actually 2 good players up top. So that's what it looks like for the tasks. Okay, now for the schedule. Middlesbrough is just, of course, we're gonna start with Middlesbrough. I mean, they're a pretty good team. They were 9th last season, then 19th, then 5th. They have not been able to get back up into the league, though. They've been a top half team for this. And then we're going to play. Maybe we don't play Carlisle United, but with how the cup games have been, we're going to play this game because we don't want to be knocked out of something silly for that. So that's kind of how that shakes out to start the year. Now, the year projections. Let's see it. Season preview has us at 20th. You can't see it. It's right here. I'll give you a little look. Here we go. Stockport County, Blackburn Rovers, Portsmouth are slated for relegation. We're at 20th. And they say Aston Villa has even odds with Sunderland and Crystal Palace, West Brom, Leicester City, those guys up top, former Prem teams. Who was relegated down last season? Sunderland, Crystal Palace, and Leicester City. Promotions from last season were Charlton Athletic, Bolton Wanderers, and Stockport County. As for if we have anyone in the top, we do. We have a couple. Will O'Neill is there, and Guerrero, one on loan, one is organically one of ours. But other than that, I think we can get in, do some work. Yeah, we don't have anyone in the Media Dream 11 though. So there's that. Sponsorship income. $725. Okay, I'll take it. And our stadium is getting upgraded. Our season tickets, we're good. So I did actually, and we didn't get an alert at it last season, and I didn't get an alert on it in the summer for it either. Maybe it's still going to be here. But we did buy the ground, and they bought it in May. So I didn't actually see this. This is around the end of the season. I didn't get an alert that they did it or anything like that. But now we're expanding the ground at this point, which they're expanding it out to about 8,000. So an extra 3,000 seats, that should be good. To buy the stadium, it only costs us $2.3 million in a bank loan, which we will have to repay that, but nothing crazy. Our projection for this season, though, is projected to be a major loss. But it's not because of us. Is it because... It might be because of us. I don't think it's because of us, though. I think some of these numbers are based off what we have as we play through. I think we'll have a better bit. But this is staring down an administration killer right there. But the board thinks we're secure. So I'm not worried. Are you worried? I'm not worried. I'm probably just a tad bit worried. Our estimated value is 90 million. So there is that. So youth recruitment, we were able to get the youth level up, which was good. Youth facilities, youth training. I think we're getting one of those up. I think youth training facilities, the regular ones. And our reputations went up just a little bit more. So, without further ado, let's get right into this. Middlesbrough away our first game of this season. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. We're playing a fantastic 4-1-1-3-1. The tongue twister. 4-1-1-3-1. Yeah, it's a tongue twister. Let's do it. I feel, could we get lucky? Are we feeling lucky? I would like a good, maybe we can get an FA Cup run that's worth something. I don't know. Maybe that would trim down how bad we could possibly be. I don't know either. I'm just hoping. But here we are, Middlesbrough. In a big stadium, which I'm envious about. We don't have a big stadium. We just got a small boy. Which I think once we get up in the Prem and maybe stay up in the Prem, we'll get that. But we'll see. We are playing a bit positive right now. We do have a little bit of XG, even though we didn't have any. Okay, the shots just didn't update. We are not having a good day right now. Key highlights are on. It is sideline. We are waiting for something. And again, the issues we've kind of had last season, still here. There's a lack of shots on target. Lucao's going to take this one. Guerrero can't win it, but Jesus Cabo will. The man, the myth, the loney gets his goal. His heading's only 9, but his jumping's up there at 12. And that one is a good one. Praise the boys. Praise them. All right, here's Lake. Orel. Gonna play it over to Lake. Just need some smart play. If it's not there, don't give the ball away. Someone's offsides there in the middle. Nope, he's onside there. And Orel puts it in. We'll take it. We will take it. I'm loving this right now. If we can do this against Middlesbrough, maybe, but I think we had Middlesbrough's number. No, that's a weird way to put it. Middlesbrough's. Yeah, but I think we had their number last season. So maybe I shouldn't be as hopeful as I am. But the 2 shots that have been on target have been, well, finished. Something we didn't see a whole lot of last season. And here's the thing about taking some time in between. We have a youngster up here which we want to play a bit. But the issue is, who's my defensive midfielder? I don't really have one. That could be an issue. I did not realize I didn't have a second defensive midfielder. Who was going to be it if I didn't have that? Was it Cabo? It was Cabo. Okay, Cabo's going to pop up. Gareth Jones is going to come in on the back. Let's put Sambor in. O'Neal. Garnett's going to come up top. Gazito's going to come out. I'm going to put in Tor. Actually, I'm going to put in Jose there. As a wing back on support. And we'll probably take out... Actually, I won't do that. I'm going to keep in Gazito. Because I want to put in Galipsy and Arnold. Let's keep those guys out. Probably the 73rd minute we'll do this switch. Actually, I should do it now. Zanelli's out. Arnell's going to come in. Galipsi's going to come in. Let's have Galipsi come in for Bruno. And pop Garnett on the outside. Can play on the right. Do I have a promise of for Arnell that we're going to play him on the right side? I could have one. Is it right? Yes. Okay, so we'll just switch it up like this, and we'll play Garnett a little bit on the left side as an inside forward. Unless Galipsi can play. Well, we have been putting Galipsi there, so let's put Galipsi there actually. All right, this is how we're gonna play this. Jesus Cabo is gonna have to do something. All right, we just entered a situation here. We've made our possible subs. It took me like a full minute to figure it out, but we figured it out. Sambor up to Garnett. Lucao will get a good tackle placed on him, but there's pressure. Zanelli's going to put some pressure on the defense, and I like that. Gillespie will be up top. Garnett will be the shadow striker. Arnell up at the AP. And here is a throw-in. Anang. Armstrong. Cross in, trying to go backside, and that is wide right. Maybe if that's on target, it goes in, but I think that's the issue that Middleborough has had. They've had the same issues that we've had. Not able to get the ball on target when taking shots. 9 shots, only 3 on target, no goals. We only have 2 goals out of 2 on target. We're just able to finish better, but that does not necessarily mean that this will continue all year. Because we had some issues finishing last year. As Gillespie has this one, and there's Lucao putting it in. First goal of the season, 3-0 against Middlesbrough. I'm here for it. I'm hoping you're here for it. The start of a season. I am here for this. 3-0 to start the year. We were underdogs. I don't want to get ahead of myself because last year I did. I got really overly confident that we were playing so well, and then it fell off the wagon after the first month. We don't want to see that. We don't. I think Middlesbrough last year we had their number. I'm gonna take a look at this because now I'm very interested in seeing where we were against Middlesbrough, and I'm blind. Middlesbrough, here they are. Yeah, we had their number. Okay. This makes a bit more sense. Okay, Carlisle United. We'll see what we can do against that after we make this cut. We'll be back with that game. All right, so this is what we're going to go with. I know it's a silly look, but it's the Carabao Cup. I need to get some of these guys some breaks and not go as heavy. So that's what we're ultimately going to give. Some of these guys are going to take some breaks, and hopefully the Carabao Cup goes a bit better. But I'm feeling fine with this. Nothing in particular tells me that I can't play like this. So be okay. Actually, we can switch this up to be like this. This is probably smarter. Yes. Okay. All right, Carlisle United, who's a League One team. Let's just be smart and score some goals. Of course, Thiago already has a yellow card in 10 minutes. Any better play from him? But he is a youngster, so it makes sense. Arnell. I thought that was a decent tackle, but Jahan is not going to get to that. I mean, would I be mad if I wasn't in the Carabao Cup? Not really. I would like the lesson. The FA Cup is the one I care about, which we don't start this until December or January. But if this gets out of hand, we'll put in 2 players at halftime that can switch this around. Okay, good save. We may not be able to wait that long. Come on, boys. We can't. All right, we're not playing good. Well, however you want to say it. Okay, there's Tor. Babatunde is going to move up here. That's the change we're going to make. Two 0 already. I'm going to demand more. Maybe we'll get something. What we're getting is a lack of shots. Okay. Okay, we scored. Okay, at least Garnett scored. That works, I guess. You have been a little bit unlucky. We've just been playing like crap up top. Okay. Let's get Tate up here. Maybe Tate can save this because we're not getting it. Bop isn't affecting anything in this, and I don't like that fact, but that's just that's the change we'll make. Someone's gonna mark up that guy. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it's definitely not how you mark up. We got the Cazito, which I didn't want to play one of our starters, but we've had to play one. For now, back to Cazito. And that is a bad pass. Good close down. Get out there. Do not let him move around. That has to be one. Okay, Jose kind of saved us there. That's not going to save us. Okay. Let's move Jose out wide. Lunea in. Guerrero. I think we affect this with O'Neal. back here. That'll be the one. Okay, good one. And Arnell puts it in. And we're good. All right, shore up the rear a little bit. At least these guys won't be having a full game under the belt. They'll get a little bit of a breather, but this is also what I would go into a shootout with. So there's that. Maybe not as much with Sheehan as the keeper. I probably should have played that better, but we got to get a goal to even talk about that. Like I said, we have to get a goal to even talk about that. Okay, here we go. We have a possibility of something good here. Arnell plays it inside. He is going to take the shot, and it is knocked over. Gillespie's going to take it in. Babatunde's not going to win that. That is in a sea of people, sea of bodies. Manea does lose it. I'm going to demand more here. Doomberg. It's a Ham's ball. Let's go. Ball up. Garnett. That's a good tackle. There we go. That's in space. Arnell, I need you to run after that. Come on, boys. There has to be better marking. He's not offsides. Forster is onside there. Plays it up. And that's in. That's probably game. Well, that's unfortunate. But it's the Carabao Cup. Not worried about the Carabao Cup. We'll worry about that when we're in the Prem and we have a better side. Okay. So the next game will probably be around here in September. Probably Aston Villa would be a good one. Aston Villa and West Brom would be a good one, or maybe Aston Villa and Norwich City to kind of test ourselves in this. We did have a funny situation happen, and that is Blackburn Rovers is into administration, and yeah, they're 12 points behind. That happened to Watford last season. Where is Watford? Wait, did they really get promotion? No, they were relegated. Was it Watford? Yeah, that was in League One that happened, and they were relegated. Yeah, no one is in administration up here. I don't know why I was thinking that. But yeah, so we'll see how we go. I mean, I'm not really big on this one. It was just be competitive. This is the one that really matters, just as long as we come in and we make some noise in that one. That'll be good. So yeah, I'll be back in around September. So thanks for hanging out, guys. Go leave a like below, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Later.